All right, welcome to Grady's Garage. In this episode, we are going to figure out how to get a tire mark off your car. So stick around, check it out. All right, so step one will be wash the car to get all the grit off of it. So we have a couple choices to get the tire mark off. We can choose a solvent like cooking oil or lighter fluid, being very harsh, being much less harsh. If you have WD-40, you could try something like that. We can try an abrasive, like wet sanding. That's very harsh. This is 1500 grit and 1000 grit sanding block. So we can try that. We can go with a rubbing compound, less harsh than this. You can go with a cleaner wax. This is less abrasive than the polishing compound, which is less abrasive than the rubbing compound. And you can use hand polishers, or you can use an orbital polisher. We can use an instant detailer and a clay bar. This will be less harsh than something like this. So depending on how much elbow grease you want to use and how much stress you want to put on your clear coat, that's what you're going to go with. We are probably going to try a couple different things. We'll try the clay bar and the instant detailer, and we'll try some cooking oil, and we'll try some cleaner wax, and we'll try the Mr. Clean Eraser, and we'll see of those which we like the best. And then when we're done, depending on how the paint looks, we'll probably follow up with a rubbing compound, a polishing compound, and then a protectant. All right, so I divided it up into 3 different sections, 1, 2, and 3. This is where the rubber is really thick on the paint. And we've got our 3 different, first we're gonna try solvent here. So we've got 3 different things we're gonna try here. We're gonna try the cooking oil with the paper towel. We're gonna try the clay bar. And we're gonna try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser with just some automotive soap and water. So it'll be Mr. Clean, clay bar, cooking oil. Let's see how it works. Now remember, son, if you use all of your mom's cooking oil, she's going to come after you, not me. There we go. We've looped it on there good. We're just gonna see if it'll rub off. I'm gonna say
I might need more cooking oil.
You got paper towels and cooking oil, all that you need right there. And we've got 5 more gallons up here on the shelf. I'm gonna have to admit, I'm a little surprised with the cooking oil. It's actually working fairly well. Do you feel pressure or speed makes a larger difference in the removal process?
I don't know. It's going very slowly. It's hard to tell.
You're getting cooking oil onto the other part of our experimental area.
That's all right. It's okay.
All right, that looks good. Let's see how it's turned out. This is after about what? I don't know, 10 minutes? That's not too bad for just cooking oil on a paper towel. All right, let's move on now to the clay bar and the detailing spray. All right, so we're using a Mother's clay bar and some Mother's detailing spray. We're just gonna spray some detailing spray on there, just get it good and lubricated. Lubricate it up, there you go. Good job, son. Now lubricate your clay bar a little bit, just give it a little spurty spurt there. All right, now just try and rub that tire off with that there clay bar. You don't have to rub too hard, just get down to it. It'll get there eventually.
Sticky.
Yeah. You'll get a feel for it. So what we're thinking is this sticks too much, so it's really hard to get over the tire. So this may be a good second step, but we're finding this to not be a good step. I mean, it's taking tire off, but it's so hard to rub across the tire that you're constantly getting stuck. So we're actually gonna move on to the next one and probably, you know what? We'll use this after we get most of the tire off and see if we can get a little extra off before we go to the rubbing compound. So now we're just using soapy water and a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Now, I wouldn't suggest using this on your paint normally, but we're gonna probably compound this anyway, so we get some very minor scratching, not too bad. It's not gonna be a big deal. Mr. Clean pads, I think they're made out of baking soda. It's like, I'm not really positive on that. I don't know, I've never looked at the contents, but I think they basically have the same abrasiveness as baking soda. But from what I can tell so far, it seems to be working pretty darn quick.
It's chowing down.
It's just chowing down on it, huh? So keep it good and lubricated. All right. It is, it's making short work of this tire, apparently. How are you feeling on an elbow grease scale of 1 to 10?
This is so easy. It's laughable.
It's so easy. So we're saying like a 1 or a 2 here.
Oh yeah.
Since we're going full out, do you want to give the charcoal lighter fluid and a fiber cloth a try?
Sure.
He said, sure. And what's the worst that can happen? Take the paint off the car. That Magic Racer's doing good though.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. That was looking really good. That was the thickest part of the tire, honestly. So we are going to bring in the charcoal lighter fluid for this bottom section of the car here. I did test it in an inconspicuous spot on my work truck, and it did not take the paint off, so I'm thinking we might be all right. See how much you used there? So the
Not a
crowd can
lot.
see. Not a lot? Okay, not a lot. Let's see here. It seems like petroleum products or oil-based products will be able to get the tire off, depending on what you have around your house. I'd almost wonder if cooking oil works if motor oil wouldn't work. You can give it a try if you have a tire mark on your car and that's all you got hanging around. But the lighter fluid is definitely working. It's like it may have met its match there on the thick stuff though. Works good on the thinner stuff. I want to use a Magic Eraser for that thicker stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, there's no law against using a combination. You need the Magic Eraser to knock off the thicker stuff, and use the lighter fluid, the cooking oil to get the thinner stuff. Use the clay bar, whatever you want combo. And we've only been at this for about 20 minutes. I'm sure to my son here it feels like a couple hours, but you know. There we go. Yeah, did a pretty good job. That was cooking oil here, and this was Magic Eraser, but it was pretty easy. This is pretty thick right here, so we'll probably use Magic Eraser on the rest of that right through there. So in the end, we opted for the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. It seemed to work the quickest for us. And just soapy water. So the others did work, but that seemed to work the best. We got a little more work to do there. We're gonna get out the rubbing compound and get it where it's kind of brazen into that paint and that clear coat and get that out. Next, while the young man is taking a little break, I'm going to give this a try with some clear wax just to see what happens. I don't suspect it will work, but it is worth a try. This is just McGuire's cleaner wax. That stuff right there. I've had it get stuff off before. So like I said, it can't hurt to try before I get out a rubbing compound and start hitting it with that. Seems to be pulling a little bit out. All right, so next we're going to use some rubbing compound and hit these dark spots, try and get them out of the clear coat. Yeah, I might have to get the buffer out. That is not looking like it wants to come out under hand power. And it can be done, but it will take forever. Get a rag and see what it looks like. give you an idea, this is taking us about an hour to get this far. So, not a super long process, but definitely you'll sweat a little bit if you live in the South. See it right here in this little, I don't know if you can see it. All right, now we're just gonna clean off any remnants of the rubbing compound that's left. We made 2 passes over it. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good, considering it just met a truck tire at, I don't know, how fast, Paxton?
Probably about 70 miles an hour.
About 70 miles an hour, yeah. That'll do it. Which means if your teenager told you it was 70 miles an hour, it's probably more like 80. It's literally been an hour and 4 minutes now. It's not too bad for an hour and 4 minutes, would you say?
I would say so.
All right, let's move on to polishing. So we're going to use, let's see here. Gonna use some Turtle Wax polishing compound, and we're just gonna polish up everything we just buffed. Video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Dust this off. Get a clean towel and give it a good buffing. All right, so if you remember in the beginning, it was pretty rough. That was a deep, dark tire mark. And with just a magic eraser, some soapy water, some polishing and rubbing compound, or rubbing and polishing compound, we're able to get it out. It looked pretty good. So if you got a big, nasty mark on your car, give a couple of these methods a try. Maybe it'll work out for you. Hopefully it does. Hopefully this was useful to you. If it was, hit the like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more videos. For myself, Go Gretty. Y'all have a great evening.